This problem is from the Practice and Skills Workbook, page 117, problem number 1. Find the slope and the unit rate. And let's explain kind of what this problem is talking about. If you look across the bottom, it gives you a time in hours, and then going up the y-axis, you have the distance in miles. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to take a look at my graph right here. I want to see if I can find a point that crosses at one of the grid marks. So if I look right here, it looks like it crosses at one of the grid marks. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to mark that by just putting a point right there. And then I'm going to look a little further and see if there's another one. Keep going, keep going. Okay, it looks like we've got another one right here. And I'm going to take those 2 points and we're going to set up something known as a slope triangle. So I'm going to start here at the bottom and I'm going to go over to the right until I'm right underneath the other point. So here, if you notice, I'm right underneath that other point, and then I'm going to go right on up vertically. I'm going to indicate a right angle here because this is 90 degrees. And the way I'm going to work this is we're going to write down our run, and to figure out our run, we're going to start at this point and we're going to head over to the right until we get to this corner here. We're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it's in the positive direction, so it's going to be a +5. Now I'm over here and I'm going to go up 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a rise. Since we are going up, we're going to call that a +4. Now when we go to our slope, we're going to write that down as our rise over our run. So I go ahead and take our rise, which is a +4 or +4, and then over here we have a +5, and we're just going to go ahead and simplify that. So we can simplify it down. We could just write it as 4/5. So we go ahead and do that. So that gets us our slope. Now the second question says go ahead and write the unit rate. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at our slope, and we know that our slope and the unit rate of a graph are equal. So what that tells us is if we go ahead and we look at the slope, we can figure out what our unit rate is going to be. So for this particular example, we're going to get 4/5 of a mile will be done in 1 hour. Okay, and sometimes you'll see it indicated as 4/5 of a mile per hour. So that's another way to go ahead and write that. So either one of these two would be okay. So it's kind of your preference on which way you like to go ahead and write it down.